Sometimes I forget, even though this is my 26th class virtually today, sometimes I forget to unmute. My name is Carrie, for those of you who I haven't met before. I see a lot of familiar names out there. So lovely to see you on your mat on this gloomy day. Maybe another day for a walk around the lake or a run. So you're on your mat, joining me. Thanks so much. This is your YogaFlow 2 at 10 o'clock. Brought to you from my entryway to your home. For those of you who were here yesterday, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little sore after being off my yoga gig for a bit. So we're gonna get stretchy at the end. We're gonna start a little harder than normal, but then we're gonna slow it down. We started an extended child's pose yesterday. If that feels good for you, fantastic. But I'm gonna start in a comfortable seat. And if you'd like to join me, that's grand. I shared my playlist in the chat. If you wanna go ahead and hit that, go ahead. There's quite a lot of intro in this particular playlist. It's an old one. Yesterday I shared a new playlist. Today we're going back old school. I'll cue you up when we start to flow if you'd like to join in on that playlist. And again, I've been telling everybody if there's a different way for me to deliver this music to you, or it really doesn't matter, maybe that's fine. I'm not getting a lot of chats. That's cool. I hope that you're able to access it via the link. So give me your feedback if you get a chance in that chat, especially after class. All right, let's get started, gang. Go ahead and find the posture that helps bring you onto your mat today. As I said, I'm going to start in a comfortable seat. Close your eyes, find your breath. Just take a couple moments to fully bring ourselves into our practice. I gotta say today, in this time of so much uncertainty, it is so lovely to see your names come across that participant list at the start of class. I'm certain that from week to week I'll see a familiar name or a new name for sure. Take a couple beautiful exhales out to the mouth. And if there's ever been a chance or an opportunity for you to practice your yoga, for me it truly is in my home, trying to resist the urge to notice that dust on the floor, or the dog running around the house, or my kids bopping in and out of the kitchen as I start class. So if that's the case for you also, close the eyes and just focus on the breath. And see if that can help you more fully come onto your mat today. Comfortable seat. Ground down to your sits bones, sit tall on your mat. And once you've sort of settled in, you decide, does your body need some movement? Does it need some side body stretches? Go ahead and take a couple on your own. I did a little bit of oblique work yesterday in class, so I'm really feeling it in my side body. So it's nice to kind of find those stretches. Get into those spaces and places in the side body. With eyes closed and breath moving, keep bringing yourself into your mat with that breath. Take a big breath in. Huge, gorgeous breath out. Yes, inhale. Big exhale. And if you are not in a comfortable seat, I'd love for you to transition your way there now. Whatever posture you've chosen to start class, join me on your seat, please. Let's bring the biceps right next to the ears. Wiggle those fingers, roll out those wrists. Make those fists, roll out the fists. Release, take a big breath in, reach fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, little twist. Gaze over that right shoulder. Press your fingertips onto your floor and sit a little taller as you gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, reach your arms up. Let's try the other side. See what we got. Fingertips press, stretch and extend, gaze over that left feet. Your next inhale, biceps up. Take that right arm down to the floor, let the left arm come up and over. Try to keep the bicep next to the ear. Bring your gaze to the ceiling as you bend your right elbow or your left if you've chosen the other side. And switch. Same thing on the other side. And slowly come up. Go ahead and roll up the shoulders. Plant your hands on the mat. Come on to all fours. And just take a couple of cats and cows on your own. And if you haven't been in extended child's pose, I would encourage after a couple cats and cows, just press back. See what that feels like too in your body today. Is that moment that you kind of check in, notice where you're feeling a little tighter today, or lucky you, you're not feeling tight anywhere. And eventually we will meet on all fours, planting the hands firmly on the mat, curling those toes under. Press your mat away, joint stack in the arms, lift your knees off the mat, and just take a breath or two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Straighten up the legs, sink your heels down low. Deep bend in the left knee, sink the right heel. And switch, deep bend in the right knee, sink the left heel. And switch, right heel down, bend the left knee, but take the knee across towards the right side of your mat. You should feel the right side body stretch. And switch, sink your left heel, bend your right knee, take that knee towards the left side of your mat. Gaze over underneath that armpit. And switch. Your next inhale, just glide forward nice and sweetly into high plank modification, knees down. Take a couple moments, notice how your wrists feel. My wrist tenderoni game, maybe you're on your fists. Press your heels to the back of the room, just slowly firing up the body. Breathe 3 and 2. Slide back, downward facing dog, moving back and forth with the breath. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, press back down dog. So as you sink your heels, press your chest a little closer to your thighs. Inhale, come to forward, high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time, ready, forward. One more time, press it back. As you press back, begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep your feet at least hips width distance. I'm going to turn and face you. Find your ragdoll pose, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Maybe today you're going to take your feet a little wider and bend the knees and just let that whole top half of your body be heavy and dangle. Noticing how that neck feels. So nod the head yes. Look right, left. And then change it up. Take that opposite arm on top, let the body be even heavier. And if you've got that deep bend in your knees, see what happens if you straighten the legs a little bit. And then find that pendulum swing, maybe holding off to the right or the left. If that pendulum gets a little bit bigger and you sink the opposite heel down toward the mat, maybe you'll get into that IT band. And slowly release. Come back to center, let the arms be heavy. Do what you need to here. Maybe you'll notice that that chest needs a little stretch. Maybe your neck needs a little more. You take a moment to run your hands up and down the back of the legs, firing up, loosening up. And then with a heavy head, drop the arms, let's roll it up. Stacking one vertebra on top of the other, give your shoulders a roll when you reach the top. Reverse that shoulder roll. Let's bring our feet together to touch. Bring our hands in a prayer position at heart center. Close your eyes. As you close those eyes, really continue to draw that awareness inward. Check in with the breath. See if you can rhythmically move those inhales and exhales through your body. Sealing the lips. Encouraging that ujjayi breath. Practice it at the top of our mat at the beginning of practice. Hopefully coming back to that breath, weaving it through our practice, especially in those moments where it gets a little challenging. In those moments where you're thinking, hell no, why did I show up for yoga today? This sucks. Use that breath to keep you on your mat. Use that breath to slow down that mind chatter. And as we stand here, taking this moment, standing at attention, greeting our practice today, maybe set a dedication or intention for your practice. And if and when that dedication or intention comes to mind, Exhale it out with your next breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And blink your eyes open. Come up on your toes. Wiggle out those fingers. Circle out those wrists. Make sure you're at the top of your mat. And as I said at the beginning of class, we're going to start a little faster today and slow down and get a little stretchier on the other side. For those of you who are moving along with me with your Spotify playlist, we're going to start with that first song, MC Yogi's song, called Elephant Power. And when you're ready, we're going to begin in 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Find your breath. Feet together, hands prayer position. Relax your shoulders. I'm going to turn and face you. When you're ready, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold a little deeper. Inhale, reverse. Root down to your heels. See your thumbs at the top. Let the prayer slide right into your heart. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Tuck the chin, gaze in. And reverse. Inhale, sweep. Prayer to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or jump your feet back. High plank. Just like we did at the beginning of class. Maybe your knees are down, maybe your toes are curled under. Doesn't matter. Breathe. Take a big breath in. Let's all glide forward. Let's all glide back. Glide forward. Glide back. Take it forward. Take it back. Let's all glide forward. Hold. Exhale, lower down, hold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle in. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Prayer to the heart. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or jump those feet back. Moving through your chaturanga right away today. Coming into upward facing dog for some of you, or maybe others, low cobra. Toes curled under, down dog's where we meet. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, make your way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's reverse. And prayer to the heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your chaturanga, or just slide into down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale, let's breathe into the legs. Inhale, right leg high. Reach it even higher. Inhale, gaze to your hands and stay, or come forward, 3-legged plank. Hold 3, hold 2, glide back into 3-legged dog, or move through your chaturanga with that leg being floated. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left toes high. Stay here with me. Or gaze to your hands, glide forward, 3-legged plank. Hold and breathe here. Option to glide back or take it through your chaturanga with that leg being floated. Breathe in, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, gaze to those hands. Bend your knees, make your way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and fold. Inhale, reverse. See your thumbs and prayer to the heart. Shake it off. Breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. I'm going to just start a little faster today. We'll weave it through. Hands prayer position, heart center. Find your breath. Standing tall at the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your biceps to the sky. Stay here with the feet. Let your left arm come forward, your right arm come back. Turn and face you. So my fingertips are reaching to the front and back of the room. Nice, tall, heart shining, gaze over your right shoulder. Let's get into that neck. Inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Right arm forward, left arm back. Gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale up, palms meet, press your hips to the top of your mat. Exhale, prayer through the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand, step or jump your feet back, move through your chaturanga. Meet me in downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, right leg reaches up nice and high. Round the spine, bring the knee to the nose and hold. Gaze to the hands, flex your right foot, step it between your hands. Modifications, back knee down. Otherwise, let's keep that back knee off the mat, toes curled under, feet on train tracks. Shoulders out at ears. Breathe. Really root down. Plant your right heel on the mat so you're ready to go. Take a little twist if you like. Wrist circle, fist circle. Reach up a little higher. Both hands come down. Shoulders out at ears, crescent lunge legs. Hands on hips to start. Settle in. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Holding here, maybe arms to the sky. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips today. My shoulders are a little funky. If you want to join me, I want you to bend that left knee, let it hover. And straighten. Bend it down, let it hover. And straighten. One more time. Take it down. And straighten. Now you're ready. Maybe reach those fingertips to the sky. Just like yesterday, see what happens if you stay low in your postures as you transition between them. Take a breath in. Drop that back heel, come into your two. The last thing you know, breathe. Wiggle those fingers. Sink a little lower. Let's turn those palms up. Relaxing those shoulders. Continuing to really plant that right heel. Let's straighten up. Palms meet. And press. Palms meet. And press. One more time, up. I want you to get as low as you can go in your two and hold. Breathe 5. Breathe 4, knee tracks to the pinky toe. Breathe 3. Breathe 2. And 1. Let's get into our extended. Yes. Breathe. So your hand can be on the block, your water bottle, pillow. Elbow can be on the knee. Just make sure that shoulder's out of your ears. Or today, maybe you're floating that hand and pressing into that knee. Taking it a little deeper, breathe. 3, breathe 2, breathe 1. Lift up. Let's reverse. Grab a bond and reach, press, sink. 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Take your hands back down to the mat. Maybe you're going to float that leg just like we did earlier as you move through your chaturanga. Maybe you're going to hold your plank. I'll meet you in down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left toes high. Round spine, knee to nose, and hold. Gaze to your hands. Plant your left foot between your hands. And again, set those legs up. Really get that left foot planted, especially that heel. Feet on train tracks. Take a little twist if that feels good for you. Lift up a little higher. Both hands come down, shoulders out at ears. Hands to the hips. Crescent lunge. Let's get into that right hip flexor. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. If your balance is off, take the feet a little wider. Breath in. Make sure that left foot's firmly planted. You can hold here or bend the knee. Take it down. Straighten out the back leg. Remember, modifications to be on that back knee. Enjoying that stretch. Take it down. Straighten out. Add the arms if you like, but relax your shoulders. Challenge yourself today. Stay low as you blossom open. Relax those fingers. Wiggle them out. Roll out those wrists. And then find your best warrior two. Working the thigh parallel to your floor. Working left knee towards your pinky toe. Reaching to the front, strong arms at shoulder height. Breathe, sink a little bit lower. Find your breath. Palms up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, press. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, press. Inhale, up. Press and hold. Get low, take a breath in. Take your variation of extended that you did on the other side. Where's your breath? Where's your mind? Keep breathing. Move down to that front heel as you press and reverse, coming through your 2, taking your reverse warrior. Half climbing right away if you like, and then sink into that front knee, challenge your body. 3, 2, let's take it down, step 4. Float that left leg back, moving through your chaturanga, or catching up and down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, make your way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Let the prayer come to your heart. Big breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up, hold, keep your legs. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, arms up. Twist the other way. Inhale up, palms meet. Exhale, prayer through the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, move through your chaturanga. I'll catch up with you in down dog. Keep breathing. Keep moving. When you're ready, on your next inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose, hold. Plant your right foot. Take a twist, right fingertips to the sky. Both hands come down. Let's move right up. Our biceps are gonna reach right up. Take a breath in, relax your shoulders. Let's take a twist here too. Left arm forward, right arm back, just like we did when we were standing. Now sink into that front knee. Reach that back heel back unless you're moving with the modification, back knee on the mat. Inhale up. Bring your hands to prayer position, find your balance. Take a breath in. You want to add the flare, hover. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, sweep. Stay low, grab a 2. Breath in. Exhale, deep extended. Inhale, gliding through your 2. Exhale, reverse. Breath in. Hands to the mat, step or float the right leg, chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg high. Round the spine, knee to nose. Gaze to the hands, plant your foot. Let's find the twist. Left fingertips reach. Both hands come down. Inhale, come up. Crescent lunge, find your balance, relax your shoulders, take a breath in. Take that twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, biceps reach. Let the prayer come to your heart as you relax your shoulders and move through that little bit of bend. Take it down. Straighten out. Take it down. Straighten out. One more time, down. Straighten out. Sweep the arms up. Breath in. Stay low. Grab your 2. Challenge those legs. Huge breath in. Deep extended. On the inhale, glide through your warrior 2 and reverse. Breath in. Hands to the mat. Step or float that left leg. Chaturanga down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Sweep it up. See your thumbs and prayer to your heart. Shake it off. Breath in. Breath out. Relax your shoulders. Standing tall and firm and strong at the top of your mat. Make sure you're making that connection with your feet, all 4 corners of the feet, really rooting down. Thighs are engaged, belly's tight. Hands prayer position. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Let's just bring your right toes to the mat. Now you can keep them just kickstand. Or maybe as I take my left arm forward, right arm back, I'm going to begin to float my right leg, excuse me. Again, maybe down, maybe foot flexed up. And then challenge your balance by taking the gaze over your right shoulder, just like we did when we were standing. Pay attention to that standing leg. That's your magic. And then where's your breath? 3, 2, 1. Take it back to the center. Straighten out your right leg. Flex your foot. Let your palms come together at heart center. And we're not going to swing back. Just set your foot down. Come up onto your tiptoes. Same thing, other side. Find your breath. Sweep it up. Kickstand the left toes. As your right arm comes forward and your left arm back, give your left leg a float. Maybe gaze over. Breathe. Hold 3. Hold 2. Take it back to the center. Straighten out the leg, flex the foot, breathe. Let the left meet the right. This time, fold that prayer right through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand, step or jump your feet back, move, meet me in chaturanga, or in down dog, excuse me. Did a lot of chaturangas in class yesterday, and my arms are a little shaky today. Obviously, I've been away from my yoga for a bit. Let's add on to our flow. We'll start a little fast, and then we'll move nice and sweetly on the other side. When you're ready, inhale, right leg high, knee to the nose. Plant your foot. Take your twist. Both hands come down. Inhale, come all the way up into your crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders. Left arm forward, right arm back. There's that twist again. Sink in. Gaze over that shoulder. Inhale up. Prayer to the heart. Find the bend. Find the straighten. Bend it down. Breathe into that left hip flexor. Straighten. That's 1. Take it down. Let's hold a little longer. 3, 2, 1. Straighten out. Reach those arms up. Oops. Warrior 2. Stay low. Big breath in. Exhale, deep extended. Inhale 2. Let's reverse. Come back to your 2. Hands to your hips. Relax your shoulders. Just take 1 deep breath as you sink a little lower in that front knee. And then straighten it out. Heck yeah. Breathe. Toe heel that back foot in just a titch. And then float those arms. Shoulder height. Again, find those relaxed shoulders. So turn your palms up. Turn your back palm back over. Leave your right palm facing up. I want you to reach your right fingertips as far as you can towards the front of your room as you move your left hip back. Moving into Trikonasana. Breathe. My right hand can maybe grab the block, excuse me, or the shin of my right leg. Gaze up or take a look at your front foot. Breathe. On your next inhale, lift yourself up, arms parallel. Keep the legs, flip your front palm, and reverse. Yes. Breathe. Let's move a little more dynamically. So we're going to use the breath as we come back and forth. Your next inhale, arms parallel. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale up. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Inhale. Triangle. Exhale. Reverse and hold. 3 and 2 and 1. Both hands to the thighs. Give your shoulders a roll. Step that left leg in and begin to, excuse me, square your hips towards the top of your mat. Right hand pulls your right hip flexor back. Left arm to the sky. I want you to pull that hip flexor back and continue to hinge at your hips and pause when your body's parallel with your floor. Good morning to your IT band on your right hand side. If you're lucky enough to have a block, let that left hand come down to the block. Maybe it comes down to your shin. I want you to keep gazing towards the top of your mat. Keep breathing into the back of that right leg as you pull that right hip flexor back. Breathe. 3, 2, find the right footing. 1, take your gaze to the right. Maybe move your fingertips out or move the block forward and begin to transition in that big, deep twist of your triangle. If you're not feeling that in your right IT band, wow, lucky you today. Breathe. 3, 2, let both hands come down. If it helps, put a little bend in the knees to kind of release some of that intense pressure, especially on the right side. Go ahead and do so. Be super mindful that both feet are parallel for sure right now. If you need to have a little bend in that front knee, go ahead. Otherwise, working those knees straight. I want you to go ahead and lift yourself right back up in reverse. So you've got some options here. Hands on your hips. Feet are parallel, maybe a little further apart for balance. You can keep your hands on your hips. You can interlace your hands behind your back. We're moving into pyramid pose with any arm variation. Maybe reverse namaste, that's where I'm going today. I made a little rhyme. Breath in, get long and hinge over that front leg. Allowing that forehead to come a little closer toward that right shin. Oh, hell yes. Feeling it today. I'm going to release my fingertips to frame my front foot because my right T-band is super tight. Take a breath in. Any variation of pyramid pose that feels good for you. Maybe some of you walk your fingertips towards the back of your mat, trying to face the back of the room. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Gaze to your front foot. Put a deep bend in that front foot. Plant your hands firmly on your mat. Root down to that standing heel. And begin to play with the idea that you're going to lift that left leg to the sky. Maybe you start slow. Maybe some of you go ahead and lift right away, all the way up into your standing splits. Dive bombing that head. Maybe playing with that balance by grabbing that standing ankle with one or both hands. You play. Breathe. 3, 2. I would love for you all to bring your gaze to your top foot. Bring your fingertips forward a little bit more. Drop your left leg so that your hip flexor is facing your mat. So my left leg is parallel with my floor. So some of us are going to reverse and lift ourselves up into warrior 3 with these legs. The rest of you, maybe it'll feel nice to just take your left foot behind your right and fold forward. See where you can get into those other IT band, right? Moving side to side. The rest of you, maybe as you float that left leg, you're going to lift your right fingertips up. See what you got. Woo! Maybe prayer to the heart. Breathe. We'll all meet in that forward fold with that left leg behind the right. Oh yeah. Heavy head. Walking the hands off to the right or the left. Seeing if we can get into a different space behind the left leg. Checking in behind the right. Yes. Breathe. Heavy head. Let's roll up with our legs staying crossed. Messing with our balance a little bit. Ooh, shoulder roll. Shake it off, guys. That was a lot. Take a breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Standing tall and strong. Kickstand the right toe, stick the arms up. Float the leg, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale out, straighten the leg. Prayer to the heart, don't fold. Try the other side. Give it a float. Right arm forward, left arm back. Breathe. Hands meet, straighten the leg. This time, let's fold. Left meets the right, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Move through your chaturanga. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. We got to give that left side as much love as we gave the right when you're ready. And once you find your breath again, inhale, take your left toes high. Round the spine, knee to the nose, hold. Gaze to the hands, plant that left foot. Take your twist, left fingertips come to the sky. Both hands come down. Find your feet at hips width distance. Come all the way up into your crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders. Sink in. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach up. Prayer to the heart. Relax your shoulders. Let's go. Bend the knee. Straighten. Bend that back knee. And straighten. Bend the back knee. Hold. Let's straighten all up. Stay low. Blossom open. Warrior 2. Big breath in. Deep extended. Inhale 2. Let's reverse. Breathe. Inhale, come to 2. Sink a little lower. Straighten that front leg. Hooray. Let that back leg come in. We're moving into triangle pose. Relax your shoulders. So turn those palms up. Wiggle those fingers. Turn your back palm back over. Left fingertips reach as far forward as they can go. Left hand down to the floor, the shin, your toe. Find your triangle expression. And tuck a little higher with that right side. Extend through that crown of your head. Use this urge to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe. Imagine I'm going to grab onto your middle right finger and lift you back up. Yes. Flip your front palm. Let's reverse that triangle. Oof. breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Lift up. Let's go deep into that extended again. Moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhale, arms parallel. With the floor, now find a triangle. One more time, up. Let's reverse, hold. Both hands to the thigh, shoulder roll. Step that right leg in a bit. Try to square your hips to the top of your mat. Maybe get your block ready if you know you're going to need it. Left hand pulls that hip flexor back. Right hip flexor shines forward. Right fingertips to the sky. Take a breath in. Let's hinge. Let's hinge. Right hand comes down to the block of your shin. Keep the gaze long as you breathe into the back of that left leg now. As always, I've said it many times in class before, if you're getting what you need here, there's no need for you to go any further. But if you'd like a little more, or you want to see what it feels like, continue to pull that left hip flexor back, gaze to the left fingertips to the sky in your twisted triangle. And again, lucky you if you're not feeling this in your IT band. Woo! One more breath in. Both hands come down. Let's bring those feet parallel. Yeah. Take a big breath in. Float those arms, lift yourself up. And let's take that variation maybe you did on the other side, or switch it up, maybe changing the interlacing. I'm going to try something a little different this time. My feet are parallel, hips with distance, hips squaring to the front of your mat, top of your mat, and when you're ready on your exhale, fold forward. See how it feels with that arm variation. Maybe not so good, and you're going to bring your hands down to frame your front foot. If you're lucky and have two blocks either side of that front foot, that's glorious. If you need to put a little bend in that front knee, go ahead and then play with that idea of straightening just a titch. Fold forward in that pyramid pose as you let your forehead fall toward your shin. Breathe, gang. Any variation here, maybe fingertips face the back. A little bend in that front knee will release that pressure at any point in time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Put a deep bend in that front knee. Hands are going to come just beyond the top of that foot. We're going to transition into your standing splits, and maybe it'll start slow. Maybe you'll tent those fingertips and launch those right toes to the sky right away. Maybe taking that left arm behind the left leg for a little balance. Maybe both hands grab that standing ankle and you rock and roll a little side to side. Breathe. Nice, as you dive on that head toward your shin for 3, 2, and again, some of you are going to tuck that right foot behind your left and hang out in this forward fold, breathing into the back of the legs. Others of you are going to drop that right leg till it's parallel with your floor. Let's flex the foot. Yeah. And then see what happens if you tent those fingertips out front. Maybe you bring that prayer to your heart. If you find an arm variation that feels nice, you fly a plane. You do what feels good for you here. Hanging out and breathing. I'll meet you in that forward fold. Right foot behind the left, heavy head. Holy moly. You can rock side to side. You can walk your hands off to the right and the left. Breath in. Breath out. Nice heavy head. Come into your halfway lift and then slowly begin to roll up. Heavy head. Shoulders, neck, head, roll it up. Ooh, a little dizzy for me. Shake it off, maybe grab a drink. Just a little bit of balancing, then we'll make our way down onto our backs. Finding your breath. Hands prayer position, heart center. I am feeling it already. Hoofty. Stand tall. Right where we started class, right? It helps to close your eyes for a minute and bring yourself back into this moment as you're starting to sleep off your mat. Take advantage of this time, gang. Thinking your eyes open, find your breath. Just like we did at the beginning. Go ahead and keep stand the right toes, right arms to the sky, or right arms, because you got 2 right arms to the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back. Big breath in. Give it a float, take the twist. So the difference now is maybe some of you are going to want to grab on the outside of that right thigh or right knee as you gaze over that right shoulder. Some of you might want to grab on the outside of the foot. You take your balance variation. Breathe. And let's take it back to the center. Go ahead and let your foot come down for a breath. And then nice and slowly with the interlaced hands, grab onto that knee, give it a little squeeze. Breathe into your glute as you circle out the ankle. Take a breath in. Release the left arm out and swing the right knee. Again, maybe some of you want to move through this straight leg. Go right ahead and do so. Oh yeah. Breathe. You want a little more challenge, keep your gaze opposite the right leg. Back to the center, correct position with the hands. Flex that right foot, take a breath in. Swing that right leg right on through. Let's try that warrior three legs one more time. We were here before, some of us. Breathe into that standing leg for 3 and 2. And right foot meets the left, that's it. Shake it off. Breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Standing tall. Kickstand the left toes. Sweep your arms to the sky. Take a breath in. As you float that left leg, right arm forward, left arm back. It feels good to grab onto the outside of that left foot or thigh as you gaze over the shoulder. Go ahead. Take it back to the center. Left foot meets the right. Go ahead and kickstand those toes one more time. Interlacing the hands, but change the interlacing. Opposite pointer finger on top. Hold that knee and give it a big squeeze. Circle the ankle. Left knee begins to open up. The left hand guides it. Right arm opens to the right. Yogi toe lock the big toe if that serves you today. Otherwise, hanging out to the knee. Take your gaze opposite the knee. Take it back to the center. Hands in prayer position at heart center. Flexing that left foot, begin to kick it back. Finding that warrior three legs. Breathe. 3. Lift that left heel a little higher. 2. And take it down. Shake it off. Nicely down. Breath into your nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's slowly begin to make our way down. Inhale. Sweep it up. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Clench your hands, step or jump those feet back. Move through your chaturanga. I'll catch up with you in down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right toes reach up high. Round the spine, knee to the nose, hold. We're going to change it up here. Gaze your hands. Step your right foot to the outside of your mat. So you're in your runner's lunge. Back knee down for modification, otherwise a little more challenge with back knee off. Back to the outside of that right foot a couple times. Get into that right glute. And then maybe forearms, heavy head. Close your eyes. Breathe. Again, more of a challenge keeping the toes curled under. You ready for a little break? Take that knee down. Slow down the breath. Let's all meet with our hands on the mat. We're going to take our right foot back to meet our left. We're going to rock our side plank to the left. You can come onto that bottom knee, the left knee for a modification. Otherwise, a rock to the side, hand to the hip, hand to the sky. Nice long line from my middle right top finger all the way down to the floor. Breathe. Hold. I'm going to turn my top palm to the top of my mat. Bicep drops next to the ear. Find your little rainbow. 3, 2, both hands to the mat, chaturanga if you like. Down dogs, we're going to meet. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left toes high. From spine, knee to nose, hold. Gaze to the hands. Left foot comes outside of the left side of your mat. And again, modification or need that little bit of a breath, take the back knee down, otherwise back toes scroll under. Rock to the outside of that left foot. Let's see if we can get into your left glute. Maybe forearms come down and head gets heavy. Take the variation of runner's lunge on this side that feels really nice for your body. Let's meet. Hands on the mat. Left foot comes back to meet the right toe. Heel your feet together to touch. Rock that plank to the right or come onto your bottom right knee. Find your side plank. Breathe. Turn that bicep. Drop it next to your ear. Lift your left hip to the sky. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Both hands to the mat. Chaturanga down dog. Take a big breath in. Huge breath out. Let's make our way down onto our seats as you gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step, climb, crawl, jump through, come down onto your seats. Be mindful that your feet come all the way to the top of your mat. Eventually we'll lay down. Take a drink. You got your towel. Maybe take a moment to swab yourself off. Find your breath. Bend your knees, grab behind the knees. We're on the home stretch here. Lean back. Relax your shoulders. We did a lot of very typical core work yesterday, so a little less maybe today. Go ahead and float that right leg, float the left. Shine your heart. Breathe. Inhale. See what it feels like to straighten your legs. Yeah? Doesn't feel so good, bend your knees. Or maybe take one toe down and let one leg float. Breathe. What happens if you let go? Breathe. 3, 2, 1. See what happens to take it down. 3, 2, 1. Take it up. 3, 2, 1. Half boats. 3, 2, 1. Full boats. Promise, last push. Half boats. 3, 2, 1. Full boats. 3, 2, 1. Half hold. Reach, shine your heart. 2 inches off your mat. Go 5, 4. Reach your toes towards your feet. 2 and 1. Toes towards your feet. I meant fingers towards your toes. Bend your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little baby squeeze. Take your knees in one direction. And reverse that direction. You feel your low back, a little massage on the floor. Then each hand grabs a knee, takes them wide and circles up the ankles. And reverse. Take the knees all the way around till the soles of the heels of the feet come together to touch. If this doesn't feel so good in your hips, take your toes further away from the pelvis. You want a little more, bring those heels in nice and tight toward the pelvis. Whew. Take a moment, just a moment. Right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly, close your eyes. Home stretch, gang. Big breath in. Exhale that breath out. You can stay here and enjoy this quiet, this stillness. If you'd like to join me for just one last push. Take your fingertips, just rest them behind your head. Take your elbows nice and wide. Press your belly button to your spine. Your spine glues to the mat. And as you press the bottoms of your feet together, your pelvis will lift up just a little bit. Glutes engage. On your next inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat and stay as you gaze at your ceiling. Lift up a little higher, keep those elbows wide. Talk about distractions. This is where you start to see those dust bunnies, the big corner of your home. Lift a little higher. And pulse. Barely move. I can't see you, but I can imagine it. If I could, I wouldn't even be able to see you move. So press your low back into the mat as you pulse at the top. Breathe 5. Breathe 4. Breathe 3. And 2. And hold as high as you can. Reach your arms forward. Reach your fingertips towards your feet. Relax your shoulders. Shine your heart. Breathe. Lift your feet. If that doesn't feel good, put them down. If it's okay, stay up. Where's your breath? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, ankles down, head down, stretch it out, fingertips come up and overhead, let your toes, your legs come long, toes point towards the top of your mat. Take those beautiful stretches side to side. Grabbing onto the opposite wrist so it feels really nice for you in your full body stretch. And then you decide, we're gonna do a little quick stretch of the front of the body. For some of you, that will mean bending the knees, taking the ankles directly below your knees, arms at your sides, palms facing down, and just coming into traditional bridge pose. For some of you, that might mean taking your fingertips facing your shoulders and lifting up into full wheel. Regardless, I want you to find a stretch on the front part of your body. What does that look like for you today? Might feel nice to really stretch into the hip flexors. If you're in bridge pose, take some time walking those shoulders underneath. If you're in full wheel, get those feet parallel. See what that feels like. Lift your hips up higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you take your time releasing out of it unless you got a couple more breaths there. Reverse it, knees to the chest. Knees wide, circle up the ankles. Yogi charts, legs up the wall. Or maybe for some of you, arms at sides, palms facing down. Lift those toes up and over, coming into your plow pose. Be kind to your neck. Walk your shoulders underneath. I would do that before you even lift your legs to the sky. Hands to the low back, toes to the ceiling. If you're practicing legs out the wall, see if you can keep your head, the back of your head on the mat, but sink your chin a little closer. See how that changes. And then hyperflex your toes towards your face and reach your heels to the ceiling. You got a strap or a towel or a belt. That might feel really good as you stretch out behind those knees. For those of you in legs at the wall, play. Straddle it. Maybe come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Windmill. Toe taps. Everybody take the thing they love to do for a couple breaths. And when you've had enough, when you challenge yourself for maybe 1 or 2 more breaths, you make your way on out and I'll see you on Happy Baby. For those of you in shoulder stand, maybe a plow, maybe an ear pinning pose. But then feet flexed, grabbing the inside, or for some of you, maybe it feels good to try the outside arches of your feet. Rock side to side, see if you can get your tailbone on the mat. Ooh. Peace fingers slide between the big toe and your second toe. Straighten out one leg, bend the other. Stretch and breathe into the inner thigh of that side. And then switch. And then maybe go back and forth another time, or try to see what it feels like to straighten both legs today. Those of you working on that balancing straddle as we come forward, if you'd like to join me, bring the the heels a little closer to touch, and then use a little momentum as you rock and roll back and forth. Feels really nice as you give the spine a little love. Maybe you get to the top and you straddle. If that feels good, see what happens if you rock back and come up one more time. Yeah. Eventually we meet knees in the chest. Bring your left foot to the floor, right ankle comes to your left knee, open up figure 4. Lift your left foot off the mat, interlace your hands behind that thigh, pull that leg in. Yes. Breathe into that right glute. Let's flex the feet and press your right heel towards the left side of your room. Just a little bit. It's hardly any movement at all. And then slowly come back to center. Left foot comes to the floor. Stay in your 4 or cross your legs all the way. Capital T arms, palms face down. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your legs to the left side of the room. Into your low back. Maybe take your left hand, guide that right thigh down a little closer towards your floor. Lift your head, gaze away from the knees. Blink your eyes closed, soften in your twist. Bring your gaze to the center. Maybe use your left hand to lift the knees back to the center, uncross the legs. Flex left foot comes to the right knee, figure 4. You want to press the knee open just a bit, go ahead. Lift your right foot off the floor, interlace your hands behind the thigh, but take your opposite pointer finger on top. So change the interlacing, pull it in. Let's really flex your feet. So hyper curl your toes towards your shins. And then press your left heel towards the right side of your robe. Back to the center. Right foot comes to the floor, capital T with the arms, keeping your legs in a figure 4 shape, or crossing them all the way, breath in. Slowly begin to drop your legs to the right side. Right arm up, guide the legs down a little deeper. Lift head, take your gaze away. Woo. Keep your eyes closed if they aren't already. Maybe open and close your mouth so you release that tension in your jaw. Soften. Gaze to the center, knees to the center, uncross the legs. Knees to the chest, little squeeze, forearms around the shins. Forward to the knees, see if they can touch, take a big breath in. Exhale, blossom open, final resting posture. Feet towards the corners of your mat, arms at sides, palms facing up. Oh, I'm so wishing, hoping that you all can take 3, 4, 5 minutes in your resting posture, some stillness. For those of you who must go, thanks for showing up. It's nice when you show up. Lovely to see your names come across the screen. I wish I could see your faces. For those of you who are lucky enough to stay with me in your Shavasana, close your eyes. And if you're having a hard time staying on your mat, watch the breath. Take a big breath in, watch it fill your body up. Exhale, let that breath wash over your body. Let each muscle relax from the crown of your head to your toes. I promise you, slowly, eventually, I will pull you out of your Shavasana. But for now, let's practice being present. And practice this on our mat, and especially practice it in Shavasana. And maybe we're a little bit more present as we move through our day, through our week, through our months, through our years. Take a breath in. As you exhale, feel your arms fully relax. Take an inhale. Let your legs melt into your mat. One more breath here. As you exhale, let your body fully surrender on your mat in your final resting posture, Shavasana. Slowly again, let's begin to find that movement that helps wake us up. Wiggle those fingers and toes. Circle those wrists and ankles. Open and close the jaw. Open and close the hands, making those fists. Full body stretch. Reach those arms up and overhead. Point through your toes. Take a breath in. And exhale, roll over onto your right or your left side. Pause. Breathe in that fetal position. And visualize wiping that slate clean. Nice and slowly begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Before we begin class, sit tall, close your eyes. Your next inhale, sweep your biceps up nice and high to the sky. Let your palms meet. Take another big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Prayer comes right to the heart. Circling back to the beginning of class, maybe you set an intention today. Maybe a dedication. If that's true for you, let it come to mind once more. And let it be free with your next exhale. So very grateful that you made it to your mat to share your practice with me. Oh, how I wish I could be with you. Huge privilege to guide you. Let's take all the goodness from our practice today to move through our day, through our week, through our months. That very important idea of being good and doing good. Lift the thumbs to the eyebrows, bow forward to seal this practice. Namaste. Peace, gang. Happy Tuesday. Lovely to see you at your YogaFlow 2, 10 o'clock on a Tuesday. My name's Carrie. I'm here every Monday and Tuesday, Monday at noon, Tuesday at 10. I try to switch it up each week so that they're not exactly the same. If you have any thoughts, feelings, or opinions specifically about my music, especially about my music, let me know. I'm still entertaining the idea of what I call improv yoga, where you guys shoot out a couple of things on your chat that you'd love to see me do. And then I try to incorporate it on the fly. That should be interesting. Wish I could see you guys. Miss being in the gym with you, or in the studio, I should say. But I surely love for you all to keep safe. And here's my public service announcement. Wear your mask. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.